unity that defines us as Indians.
The air at Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan is not just filled with pleasantries, but with the spirit of liberty, the echoes of valor, and the promise of a glorious future. On this momentous occasion, let's begin by paying homage to the sacrifices that made this day possible.
As I call upon our honorable guest, Lieutenant Colonel Manoj Kumar Sinha, to hoist the flag. May I also request our director sir to accompany him.
Fills our hearts with pride. It's a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made for our freedom, and with that spirit of unity and patriotism in our hearts,
The sound of freedom as we welcome the talented members of our school band to present the performance.
बैंड डिस्प्ले शुरू करने की अनुमति जादव समझ। फ्लैग डिस्प्ले ले जाने की अनुमति चाहता हूँ श्रीमान।
अनुमति है।
Thank you, band, for showcasing your dedication and talent. I request the school band to come forward for a photo session with our guests.
Prakashites will now form human pyramids, a performance that showcases not just physical strength but also the power of unity. Watch as they rise, tier by tier, a living symbol of a collective strength as a nation.
We have a performance of Malkham, the traditional Indian sport that combines elements of gymnastics and yoga.
It's an ancient art form that will leave you spellbound with its incredible poses and acrobatic feats. We request the guests to move towards the area where our talented Malcolm artists will perform.
extend a heartfelt welcome to celebrate our culture, values, and history, which binds us together with patriotic spirit.
The energy in this hall is palpable. It's a day of pride, a day of celebration, and a day to look forward to the future. Before we dive into today's events, let's proceed with introducing our guest, Lieutenant Colonel Manoj Kumar Sinha.
Now, I call upon Prakashite Bhavya to introduce Sir.
Namaste. It is my honor to introduce a true embodiment of courage, resilience, and patriotism, Lieutenant Colonel Manoj Kumar Sinha, a decorated veteran of the Indian Army, a true patriot, and an inspirational figure. Lieutenant Colonel Sinha's journey is a testament to unwavering dedication. Despite facing immense challenges, Lieutenant Colonel Sinha continues to inspire us with his courageous story, patriotic writing, and motivational speeches. His remarkable journey as an airman to an officer in the Indian Army's premier logistic corps is a witness to his determination and perseverance. He served our nation with exceptional bravery, particularly during intense counter-terrorism operations in Kashmir. For his conspicuous gallantry, eliminating 6 terrorists in multiple operations, he was awarded the prestigious Sena Medal by the President of India in January 2002. His service saw him a near-fatal injury during a mission where a bullet tore through his jaw, throat, and neck. Yet, he not only survived but emerged with renewed perspective, channeling his experiences into a new powerful mission. Post-retirement, Lieutenant Colonel Sinha transformed his journey from a soldier on the battlefield to an artist. You might have seen his live commentaries on solemn occasions, including the Army Day parades on Doordarshan. During challenging times of COVID lockdown, he volunteered at hospitals and created vital awareness videos demonstrating his continued commitment towards societal well-being. Through his engagements at TEDx, cooperative events, and educational institutes, he passionately instills patriotism and encouraging our youth to consider serving the nation. His life is a living example of how courage can be found in combat and creative pursuit of inspiring others. We are privileged to have a true hero and a national inspirer, Lieutenant Colonel Manoj Kumar Sinha. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavya, for giving a truly inspiring picture of Lieutenant Colonel Sinha.
We shall now proceed with the investiture ceremony, where we will formally invest our student leaders with their new roles and responsibilities. I request our esteemed guest, along with our director sir, to hand the badges to the leaders of 2025-26. I request sirs to come onto the stage.
Next, we have Kakatiya Vice Captain, ID Sai Harsha. Up next, we have the Chola Vice Captain, S. Lasya.
And now, we have the warrior captain, B. Bhavyesh Sai Naidu.
Next, we have our Maurya Vice Captain, Vansh Agarwal, who is not present with us today.
Now, we have the Maratha captain, K. Purvidhara.
Up next, we have the Maratha Vice Captain, G. Satvik Reddy.
And now the cultural captain, K. Ruhant Karthikaya. followed by the sports captain, M. Sarayu.
Up next, we have our sports vice captain, Atul Prakash.
And now, the head boy, K. Mokshit Sai.
And now, last but not the least, we have the head girl, M. Samskriti. Thank you, dignitaries. I now request our guest to proceed with the oath taking.
I pledge to uphold the values of Shri Prakash Vidyaniketan. I commit to lead with integrity, responsibility, and respect, serving as a role model for my peers. I promise to fulfill my duties with dedication and fairness, working for the betterment of our school and community. I will honor my position and strive to make a positive impact, upholding the dignity and reputation of our school. This I vow in the presence of our teaching fraternity and fellow students. Jai Hind.
Isn't it amazing to think about the journey that our country has taken? From a land under foreign rule to a global leader in so many fields. It's a journey of millions of stories. So let us hear from Prakashites Soumya, who is going to deliver a Telugu speech that celebrates our nation's independence.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ముందుగా మీ అందరికీ స్వాతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. వందే మాతర నినాదంతో, సత్య అహింసల విధానంతో, ఎందరో త్యాగదనుల బలిదాన ఫలితంగా మనం సాధించుకున్న స్వతంత్రం ఈ స్వాతంత్ర్య దినోత్సవం. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం ఆగస్టు 15వ తేదీన ఈ పండగ జరుపుకుంటాం. బ్రిటిష్ సామ్రాజ్యవాదులు 200 ఏండ్లకు పైబడి మనల్ని బాధించారు. భారతీయులను ఎన్నో చిత్రహింసలకు గురిచేశారు. క్రమేణా మనకు జ్ఞానోదయం అయింది. మేధావులు మనకు వెలుగుబాటు చూపారు. మన ఉద్యమాలను అణిచివేయాలని చూశారు. విభజించి పాలించాలని చూశారు. ఆ పాచికలేమీ పారలేదు. ప్రపంచంలో ప్రజాశత్రువులెవ్వరూ విజయం పొందలేరు. చివరికి దేశానికి స్వరాజ్యం లభించింది. బ్రిటిష్ సామ్రాజ్య ప్రభుత్వం మన దేశాన్ని వదిలి వెళ్ళిపోక తప్పలేదు. మహాకవి శ్రీశ్రీ గారు చెప్పినట్లు స్వతంత్ర్యం చాలా సున్నితమైన పుష్పం, వాడి అయిన కత్తి, విలువ అయిన వజ్రం. స్వతంత్ర్యం అనేది మనకు దక్కిన వరం. దాన్ని కాపాడుకోవడం మన బాధ్యత. మన దేశాన్ని అభివృద్ధి పథంలో ముందుకు నడిపేలా కృషి చేయాలి. విద్య, క్రమశిక్షణ, నిజాయితీ ఇవే మన దేశానికి ఇచ్చే బహుమతులు. స్వాతంత్ర్యం పొందిన తరువాత మనం ఎన్నో రంగాల్లో పురోగతి సాధించాము. వ్యవసాయంలో హరిత విప్లవం, పరిశ్రమలు, విద్యుత్ ప్రాజెక్టులు, రహదారులు, రైల్వేలు అభివృద్ధి చెందాయి. అంతరిక్షంలో ఇస్రో, చంద్రయాన్, మంగళయాన్ వంటి విజయాలు సాధించాం. క్రీడలలో అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయిల్లో పతకాలు గెలిచాము. ఔషధాల తయారీ, ఆరోగ్య సదుపాయాల విస్తరణ జరిగింది. మన సాంస్కృతిక వారసత్వం ప్రపంచానికి పరిచయమైంది. తీవ్రవాదాన్ని అణిచివేయడంలో ఆపరేషన్ సింధు ద్వారా శత్రువులకు బుద్ధి చెప్పాం. మరి ఇటువంటి మన సుందర భారతదేశాన్ని మరింత అభివృద్ధి మార్గంలో నడిపిస్తూ వికసిత భారత్ కలను నెరవేర్చడానికి మనం కృషి చేయాలి. మనం అందరం కలిసి మన దేశ గౌరవం కోసం ఎల్లప్పుడూ కృషి చేస్తామని, మన స్వాతంత్ర్యాన్ని కాపాడుతామని ప్రమాణం చేయాలి. జై హింద్.
Thank you, Soumya, for that inspiring Telugu speech. You beautifully presented the essence of our independence and evoked a sense of pride in our hearts.
We celebrate freedom, but do we fulfill our responsibilities with the same passion? To present their thoughts on this topic in Hindi, I would like to call Prakashite Akshit on stage. Let's hear how we can make our country even greater through our duties.
आजादी की कभी शाम नहीं होने देंगे, शहीदों की कुर्बानी हम बदनाम नहीं होने देंगे. इसी के साथ आज मैं शुरुआत करता हूँ. सभा में उपस्थित सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. आज हम सब यहाँ भारत की आजादी के 79वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस को गर्व और सम्मान के साथ मनाने के लिए एकत्र हुए हैं. आज का दिन हर भारतीय के लिए गौरव और देशभक्ति की भावना का प्रतीक है. स्वतंत्रता दिवस हमें याद दिलाता है कि ये आजादी कोई एक महज उपहार नहीं, बल्कि लाखों शहीदों की कुर्बानियों से हमें मिली है. आज हम आजाद तो हैं, लेकिन क्या हमारी सोच आजाद हुई? क्या हमने गरीबी, अशिक्षा, भेदभाव और भ्रष्टाचार की भावना से खुद को मुक्त कर लिया? आज का युवा टेक्नोलॉजी से जुड़ा है, जानकारी से भरपूर है, लेकिन क्या वो अपने कर्तव्यों के प्रति उतना ही सजग है जितना वो अपने अधिकारों के प्रति? आज हमारा कर्तव्य है कि राष्ट्र के लिए ईमानदारी से काम करना, जाति धर्म के नाम पर बंटने वाली राजनीति से बचना, देश के संसाधनों का संरक्षण करना और देश के अंदर शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और समानता को बढ़ावा देना. आज हमारे देश के सामने कई चुनौतियां हैं, जैसे कि गरीबी, बेरोजगारी, शिक्षा और स्वास्थ्य सेवा. अगर हमें इन चुनौतियों का सामना करना है तो हमें एकजुट होकर काम करना होगा. हमें एक दूसरे के सुझावों और विचारों को साझा कर एक दूसरे के साथ मिलकर सीखना होगा. मुझे विश्वास है कि युवा इस देश की रीढ़ है और हम में वो क्षमता है कि हम इन चुनौतियों का सामना खुल के कर सकते हैं. हमें बस अपने ज्ञान, कौशल और ऊर्जा का उपयोग करके हमारे भारत को एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने में योगदान देना होगा. हमें स्वच्छता और पर्यावरण संरक्षण पर भी ध्यान देना होगा. हमें अपने आसपास को स्वच्छ और स्वस्थ रखने के लिए मिलकर काम करना होगा. यह सब करने के लिए हमें एक दूसरे का समर्थन करना होगा और एक दूसरे के साथ मिलजुल कर रहना होगा. हमें एक दूसरे पर विश्वास करना होगा और एक दूसरे को प्रेरित करना होगा. आज समय बहुत तेजी से भाग रहा है. इसी तरह आज की पीढ़ी पहले के मुकाबले कई गुना तेज सोचती और काम करती है. हमारे देश को मिसाइल नहीं, मिशन चाहिए. हमें बड़े भाषणों की नहीं, छोटे छोटे कर्मों की जरूरत है. सड़क पर कचरा ना फेंकना भी एक देशभक्ति है. किसी गरीब बच्चे को पढ़ाना भी एक राष्ट्रीय सेवा है. आजादी का सही सम्मान तो तब है जब हम ट्रैफिक नियमों का पालन करते हैं, स्कूल कॉलेजों में मेहनत करते हैं, जाति धर्म की दीवारें तोड़कर एकजुट रहते हैं और हर उस व्यक्ति की मदद करते हैं जिसे उसकी जरूरत है. स्वतंत्रता दिवस यह एक आज राष्ट्र पर्व नहीं, यह एक आत्मचिंतन का दिन है. हमें हर साल खुद से सवाल पूछना चाहिए कि क्या मैं सच में एक अच्छा भारतीय नागरिक हूँ? और अगर जवाब हाँ है तो यही सच्ची और असली देशभक्ति है. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thank you, Akshit, for a poignant Hindi speech that resonates with the responsibilities that we need to shoulder to fulfill our duties towards our nation.
To hear from a true protector of our nation's liberty, we now invite Lieutenant Colonel Sinha to inspire us with his address. Please join me in welcoming him with a huge round of applause.
वंदे मातरम. स्वतंत्रता दिवस की आप सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. All the best for the Independence Day today. You know, when we talk of Independence Day, freedom struggle that we achieved freedom on 15th August 1947. So, and the way the entire country celebrates every year, To me, at times, it gets a feeling that probably we think that the freedom struggle was a game. Was a game which got over on 15th August 1947 and Bharat was declared a winner. If we think that it was a game, ladies and gentlemen, children, we're sadly mistaken. Because what happens in a game is that when the referee blows the whistle that the game is over, the game actually stops. Suppose it is a football game and the referee blows the whistle, it's over. So the game actually stops. There could be a player who is actually about to score a goal, but once the whistle is blown, it stops. He can't do anything. He can keep dancing, he can keep running, he can keep hitting the ball, it will not be counted. The game is over. But the freedom struggle, the game did not get over on 15th August 1947. The enemies of our country continue to plan, scheme and do things that will harm us. They have continued to do so, they are continuing to do so, and they will further intensify doing that in future. So please understand, the freedom struggle did not get over on 15th August 1947. The struggle continues. So the opportunity to be a freedom fighter was always there, is there, and will continue to be there always in the future. So each one of us will have to continue to be that freedom fighter. Please understand that. Children, you all have dreams. You all have dreams about what you want to become, right? That's your thing. Please have it. But today I want you to also understand and ask yourself, what is the dream that you have for this country? Because the dream that you have for this country will also determine the dream that you have for yourself. Suppose you want to become a mechanical or metallurgical engineer. Now the dream that you have for your country will decide whether after becoming a metallurgical engineer, you are going to ISRO and making a spacecraft, making a special metal that will have the capability with the national flag of Bharat on it, that it can go into the orbit of sun and come back. That is one. Or you can be a metallurgical engineer and go into a luxury car factory and make doors and body of that car. So your dream is becoming a metallurgical engineer, but the dream that you have for your country will decide where do you use that science, where do you use that knowledge. So today you also decide what is it that you want to do, the dream that you have for your country. That is one. And let me tell you, children, please understand, I want to tell you how special you are. We all have been listening, all of you have heard this statement, 2047 India is going to be a developed economy, right? We all heard that. Now do a simple mathematics, 2047, what is going to be your age? Above 40, right? Simple mathematics, above 40, everybody is going to be above 40, right? That means at time, once you move out from after you completing your education, in whichever field you go, whether you go in business, whether you go in army, navy, air force, whether you go in police, whether you go in judiciary, whether you become an entrepreneur, sportsman, whatever, wherever you go, that means that by 40, 45, you are going to be the leaders of that field. You will be the most experienced person. You will be the most knowledgeable person of that field. What that means is that when Bharat will rise to become the world's #1 country, it will be done by this generation. You are not one hell of a just ordinary generation which keeps getting born, and every 10 years the generation keeps getting born like we all keep getting. But in the history of this country, in the destiny of Bharat, every 75 years, 100 years, 175 years, 200 years, there comes a time and period when the country is standing at the cusp of making history, and whatever turn the destiny of this country takes depends upon the people who are in charge of this country. Then the last time that opportunity was when this country was fighting for its freedom struggle. The next time that opportunity comes when this country is going to be in your hands. So you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are one hell of a special generation. Please take pride and please take responsibility for it. And it's not going to be an easy journey, let me tell you that. If it's not going to be like India will start working very hard, and it will work hard, very a lot of hard work you will do, and you will move ahead. And other countries will stand left, right, and clap for you. India is moving. So in the race, it is moving ahead. America will clap, Russia will clap, China will clap, Pakistan will clap. It's not going to be like this. In race, it happens. In race, in sports field, if you are running fast, you will win. Because the other players can't do anything because there is a rules. Even if they are envious, jealous of you, if they try and obstruct you, they will be disqualified, so they cannot do anything. But in the race of nations and civilizations, there are no rules. So the entire world will come very, very down and very, very heavily at you. That means it is free for all game. So if you want to compare it with the normal race, that means in this race, they can kick you, they can hit you, they can punch you, they can shoot you, they can put a knife and kill you. Every dirty trick that you can't even think and imagine will be done at Bharat. So you will have to not only work hard, but at the same time keep demolishing these enemies which are there coming at our country. They're coming from outside, they are here inside. Lots of them, identify them, demolish them, kill them. It's going to be a bloody one brutal battle from here on till 1947 and beyond, when India becomes the #1 country of this world. And you brace up for that. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. No soft game here. No pink balls, no pink balloon game. It is going to be there. It's going to be hard and bloody hard. The teachers and the parents, all you are here, please understand that the life we spent, the life they're going to be spent is going to be different. So please make children who are tough. Don't make children जो AC के बाहर निकलते ही पिघलने लग जाता है. Don't do that. Make them hard and bloody hard. It's coming to be hard. And if you think, if some of you have dreamt that life is going to be a party from here on, boys and girls, sorry, I'm disappointing you. Life is not going to be a party, fun-filled party from here on. It's going to be one hard struggle. But that depends upon how you define fun. If your definition of fun is having good food, good music, good dance, if that is the way you are thinking of fun, then yeah, I'm disappointed. You was sadly disappointed. But the meaning of fun is that because I have experienced that fun, when you demolish the enemy, win over it, destroy him, kill him, then you come out of that battlefield. That's the real fun. There would be sweat all around, there would be mud all around, maybe a few spots of blood, but that is the real fun. And that fun to dance, you need no music. For that fun to dance, you need no food, no drinks. The dance is going to be divine, the music is going to be divine, and the fun is going to be divine. The gods will smile from top. With that, ladies and gentlemen, so I only hope, wish and pray that when you, this new generation, brand new, dedicated firebrand generation, takes this country, beating every other country, take this country from here to #1. And let me tell you one more thing. India, when it grows #1, it is not going to be like any other country. They keep happening every 10 years. Some country becomes developed economy. What the other countries feel is that becoming a superpower is only about military and economy. Yes, it is there. We'll become a superpower in military and economy. But along with that, the only difference is that India was always, is, and will be also a great spiritual superpower. That is the difference which differentiates from India. And then when you are taking the flag of this country to the #1 position of the world, I do not know at that time, I'll be pretty old, I may be weak, I may be frail, but I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, wherever I am in some corner of the country, when you take the flag of this country to #1, I'll get up and clap for you. And if the God has a desire that I have left this world, I am no more in my physical state here, I'll be on top from the heavens. I'll ensure that every God comes down and blesses you. Thank you very much. Jai Ma Bharati, Bharat Mata ki, Bharat Mata ki, Bharat Mata ki, Jai Ma Bharati. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address. Your words have truly enriched our celebration and inspired us all.
Yes, Ashit, I agree. Sir, what a privilege it was to hear you speak. Your message has deeply resonated with all of us present here today.